even if you have 3 pimples, just start dealing with the worst one first. Let's do pimple triage, right? And go, okay, which pimple is like ready to pop? Which one is about to pop? Which one is surfacing? What could I go do right now? Well, you could start a detox. How? You know what I mean?
Well, why are we using a pimple to talk about this stuff? Because it's gross.
Twins and Tora here. And today we just wanted to talk about pimples.
TNT. Boom.
So, we were talking this morning about pimples, how you've got your blind pimple, you have your one that comes out of nowhere, and you have one that creeps up on you, right?
Oh my gosh, I was thinking this morning about the one that is underneath the surface. It's the stuff that we hide deep down and we shove down and we think nobody can see, that's destructive to our marriages, to our relationships with our kids, to being a minister and a witness for Yeshua, for Jesus.
Don't let Satan steal from you.
It's gross. That's stuff that the enemy likes to make it look like it's just fine.
Expose it, and he can't hold it over your head.
That's it.
Talk about your pimple. Yeah, I have a pimple. And then people will leave you alone. Not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And
bottom line is people who love you or they love other people, they'll help you with it. They'll help you deal with it in a tender way where it doesn't have to hurt so bad to deal with.
They'll relate to you. They'll show you how to put the right kind of mask on it, the right kind of thing
Ointment.
Like a charcoal mask that will start
draw out the impurities.
Draw it out, but it's a nice gentle way to do it.
That nobody can see, but they can kind of see, but they hope nobody can see. It's the worst kind. It's like literally under that layer that's manageable. It has to surface to manage it. So yeah,
one of the ways I found to make a pimple surface to the top, so you can quickly either make it go away before it starts and becomes this big crater on your face, or the way that you can
come on, y'all know you dealt with this.
Yeah, and if you haven't, then I don't know what to say about that. You maybe need to. But if you have that one that's like trying to come up, but if you get it in time with some lavender essential oil, believe me, that has saved me many times.
Silver water, or just plain old washing your face on a daily basis, maintenance 2 times a day. It just prevents such a horrible situation to be in, and you've been in it.
Yeah, it's inconvenient, and if you haven't, maybe you need to be.
The funny thing is, if you deal with the daily maintenance, then such a thing will not even ever exist. And that's what the enemy would love for you to believe, that you'll never have to deal with this blind pimple. But we all have blind spots. So, Yeshua came to, he spoke to his disciples in parables. In fact, it actually says he only spoke in parables to his disciples. I thought that was interesting when I read that the other day. Whoever this is for, you'll understand, because I woke up and had this revelation, and I didn't wake up with a blind pimple, thank Yahweh, but I have before, and I was thinking about how painful it is when you wake up and you discover something like that, and you're like, ow, that's like connected to my brain.
And every nerve in my body. Ask somebody for some help and on how to deal with this, maybe I could figure out a way for this not to be the monster it's going to be. No, I'm too embarrassed. I don't want to tell anyone. I just can't. But let me tell you, the biggest mistake I ever made in my life was not ask for help. Just ask for help. If you are stuck in a situation and you think no one can understand, don't believe that lie that you can't ask, because the minute you ask the question, there's 3 other people that probably had the same question about how to deal with that pimple, and you were stealing from them being healed from that pimple. And you could be the person to go, you know what, I'm going to bring this to the surface. I'm going to let someone know what I'm hiding. and I'm going to expose it for what it is. And before you know it, you're going to have so many suggestions come your way with how to deal with that pimple. What is the pimple you're dealing with? I know there's many situations that I was able to ask for help once I learned that secret, and I was able to nip those things in the bud so quickly.
Yeah, and eventually you do stop. Your blind spots have been uncovered, and now you are openly asking the Father, are there any blind spots on a daily basis, like a daily maintenance? You don't have to go through so much pain and suffering if you choose to let Yahweh shine his flashlight on the dark areas of your soul. Help me! And whatever you've been
like do a detox.
Do a detox. Yeah.
A lot of stuff comes to the surface once you detox. It comes to your skin. And now we're talking about food.
We'll do another parable on that another day, because a parable is basically a story that tells the truth. Is the pimple is going to surface, and it really is going to pop, whether you like it or not. There is a way to deal with this so that you don't have to go through so much pain and suffering.
Yeah.
And, truth is, this one has helped me see those blind spots more than anybody in my life. My husband too, of course, and your children can, just raising children can show you blind spots that you didn't know you had, because they start mimicking you and they're little persons of you. But the point is that when you deal with your own blind spots, now you can help others deal with their blind spots. So it's better if you take care of your own business. Otherwise, the world is going to see your pimple.
Don't tell me how to deal with that. No, it's too embarrassing. I can't. Just don't tell me anything about that pimple.
In the case of nuclear or radiological...
That real true friend who says, hey, you have a booger on your nose. Oh my gosh. But you know what? A true friend will actually pull you aside and do it the right way. But
all needs to be done in love, for sure.
Everything needs to be done in love. And there's going to be times that it feels like it's not in love. When someone is coming your way and telling you, hey, you need to look at something here. And you need to know to even go, you know what? I'm dealing with something. You don't have to be perfect. We're not made to be like walking around just judging everyone else for not being perfect. No one's perfect. We all have messy stuff in our life that we need help with. There's different strengths that she has that I don't have, that my husband has that I don't have, and vice versa. And you're not alone. Oh man, if you look at one of my other videos, I talk about, it's the one named muscle testing and why I don't. I talk about this one crazy pimple that I got right here, and it showed me so much. And go back and watch that. It's a little long-winded, but just go back and watch it because it has a good warning in there for you. And let us know.
Or you could just not say anything and pretend you've never dealt with such a thing.
You could hide your pimples. Well, this is Jeannie. I'm Teresa, and we are twins. We're 45. We're going on 46. And I just feel like I don't want wasted time to go by with all the little weird things that I have learned in life that could be very embarrassing and I can shove down and never let anyone benefit from. Or I can just get on here and talk about pimples, and I can let you know that there's a lot more secrets in this 45-year-old woman, and you too.
Those pimples done popped, and now we're just trying to help other people who they have these pimples, and even though it seems under the surface, we can see them.
Yeah.
Because it's discernment, it's time, it's age, it's wisdom.
Yeah. So hopefully we helped you today. If we did, let us know. But please don't hide your pimples. Please expose them and clean them up and do the maintenance that you need to do. Eat right so that you won't be dealing with that.
And by eat right, I think she's talking about eating right. Whatever you put in is what comes out. Well, we love you all because Yahweh loves you, and may his peace be upon you. In the name of Yeshua.
Amen. All right. Twins in Torah. Thank you so much.